Japan. There are many videos about this country. Beyond its natural beauty, Japan is also a global cultural phenomenon where honor, integrity, restraint, discipline, and anime are elevated to absolutes. But recently, a spontaneous question crossed my mind. Do these ideals really work in the world of hardcore corporate business in Japan? Well, are you ready to lift the curtain a little on the unexpected side of Japanese business culture? Let's unpack it together. Here we go. In the world of Japanese business, there exists a shadowy, almost mythical figure, rarely discussed openly, the Sakaya. These aren't just extortionists, they are professional corporate blackmailers, operating at the edge of law and morality. Their story is a dramatic intersection of business, mafia, and government interests. Even giants like Mitsubishi and Sony were forced to pay them. What is a Sakaya? A Sakaya is a uniquely Japanese phenomenon, professional extortionists who specialize in annual shareholders meetings. While such meetings are often mere formalities in the Western world, offering investors a chance to ask questions, in Japan they carry a near ceremonial significance. In Japanese culture, these meetings are highly structured and every word spoken has weight and consequences. And into this rigid ceremonial atmosphere came the Sakaya, turning orderly proceedings into battlegrounds. Picture this, a conference hall filled with dozens or even hundreds of shareholders. Everything appears routine, and suddenly someone stands up and begins asking sharp, uncomfortable questions, reading out rumors or accusing executives. This isn't just a disgruntled investor, this is a Sakaya. Their goal isn't justice, it's leverage. Sometimes they're coordinated with others to amplify the pressure. Their method. The Sakaya's methods were sophisticated. Their main weapon, compromising information. They gathered or fabricated details about corruption, ties to the Yakuza, office affairs, environmental violations, and so on. Imagine someone suddenly announcing during a shareholders meeting that the vice president is having an affair with a subordinate and the company is keeping double books. It's not just a scandal, it's a reputational risk and a potential stock collapse. For the Japanese press, such leaks were gold. For competitors, even more so. Sometimes Sakaya didn't act alone, they were sent by rival firms or powerful groups. In exchange for silence, they demanded money, contracts, or employment for their people. They often held shares themselves to secure speaking rights. One notorious tactic was the double hit. First publishing compromise in a niche magazine, this created an illusion of legitimacy, then referencing that very article at a shareholders meeting. Why did companies pay? The answer is simple. Reputation. In Japanese culture, losing face is catastrophic. Even a hint of scandal could lead to resignations, career ruin, or a collapse in partner trust. It was easier to pay up than to face public humiliation. And so they paid. Sony, Nomura, Meiji Seika, nearly every major corporation at the time encountered this phenomenon at least once. In 1994, Juntaro Suzuki, vice president of Fujifilm, was murdered by the Yakuza after refusing to continue payments to Sakaya. This event shocked the business community and highlighted the deep connection between corporate extortion and organized crime. Some companies even created secret budgets for handling such inconvenient situations. Payments were made via shell firms, fake contracts, or affiliated organizations. You might ask, where was internal control? What about compliance? Here lies the paradox. Some companies hired Sakaya themselves to silence critical voices or eliminate inconvenient shareholders. This made them both enemies and allies, and far more dangerous. Did the government fight back? After a wave of scandals in the 1990s, including revelations of police involvement with Sakaya, the government cracked down. In 1997, a law was passed prohibiting interference in shareholder meetings. Fines, prison terms, stricter registration rules, media access limits, and security protocols followed. On paper, Sakaya activity declined, But did they vanish entirely? Not quite. Their numbers dropped, but they evolved. For example, in 2020, police in Aichi Prefecture discovered that Misonoza Theatre in Nagoya continued paying for magazines published by a group tied to Sokaya even after receiving official warnings. Between 2020 and March 2021, the company paid approximately 140,000 yen. But today, the tactics of extortionists have changed. Today, Sokaya often appear as investment firms, activist NGOs, or even legal consultants. Their methods have become subtler, but the goal remains: profit through pressure. Instead of disrupting shareholder meetings, they turn to a new method: Boryokudan Media Shokai. Extortion through media. Imagine trucks blaring rumors outside your office. Then someone offers to buy out the bad publicity for a price. Or they spread rumors or real incriminating evidence against the company's director right during a board meeting. It's a well-organized media pressure strategy using both traditional and digital tools, shame and noise. Other classic Japanese tactics to put pressure on business. Sokaya are just the tip of the iceberg. Japan has a whole array of pressure and manipulation tools used by both criminal groups and legitimate organizations. Jiageya, real estate speculators who pressure property owners to sell. They may stage loud events, vandalism, or even arson to force owners out, often working through shadowy developers. Fake unions and shareholder activists. Groups posing as labor unions or shareholder advocates to threaten strikes, stage fake protests, or flood ministries with complaints, often created by competitors or ex-employees. Kairetsu pressure. Pressure through networks of cross-shareholding corporations. A firm can be economically strangled via group-wide boycotts, block tenders, or frozen credit. It looks like market forces, but it's collective coercion. Jichikai harassment. Local neighborhood councils wield influence over small businesses. Some launch pressure campaigns, mass complaints, inspections, boycotts to drive out unwanted shops or cafes because social ostracism plays a big role in Japan. Many of these tactics aren't illegal, but they are deeply unethical. Unlike Sokaya, these forces act slowly and systemically, an evolution from crude threats to strategic manipulation. What would you do if you were the owner of your own business and there was a Sokaya standing in front of you? Thank you for watching till the end. If you liked this video, leave a like and subscribe. See you later.